Hello, wonderful people. Welcome to my channel, World of Achievers, and do not forget to subscribe our channel. Your subscription is valuable for us. Do subscribe. It is one of the most requested video from our viewers. So viewers, watch this video till the end and take maximum benefit out of this video. In this video, I am going to explain first year commerce syllabus of Telangana State 2020 updated version. Telangana Board has reduced the intermediate syllabus by 30% for the academic year 2020-21 due to COVID-19 pandemic. As most of the working days were lost, the government has taken a decision to ease the burden of students. Constituted a committee which suggests the cut in the syllabus. In this video, I am going to explain new syllabus of 2020, which is drawn from the Telangana State Interboard official website. As we all know, commerce includes finance, accounting, business, etc. But in intermediate first year and second year, commerce is divided into two subjects, that is commerce and accounting. In this video, I am particularly focusing on full syllabus of commerce of first year. Commerce is for 50 marks and it is theory paper, whereas accounting is for 50 marks, it is a practical paper. Totally, commerce is a completion of two subjects and total marks is 100 marks. Commerce is one of the easiest, interesting and scoring subject. One can get 100 out of 100 in commerce if we really learn the concepts claritily and thoroughly. One common question asked by our viewers is that in MEC or CEC syllabus for economics and commerce is same or not. The answer for this is always yes, as MECs or CEC students have common subjects as economics and commerce. Both have the same paper and marks weightage is also considered same. Everything is same, economics and commerce for both MEC students and CEC students. So friends, this video is useful for both MEC students and CEC students who belongs to first year. In my later video, I am going to share update version or new syllabus of all subjects in all groups, that is in MEC, CEC, MPC, BIPC, HEC and so on. So stay tuned and subscribe our channel for latest videos. Without any further delay, let's go into our topic. Let's start the topic. Syllabus. We have total 5 units in first year commerce. They are as follows. Unit 1, Evolution and Fundamentals of Business. In that we have two chapters, Introduction to Business and Business Activity. In Introduction to Business, we have concepts like History of Commerce in India, Classification of Human Activity, Economic and Non-Economic, Types of Economic Activity, Business, Profession and Employment, Concept, Meaning, Features, Objective, Corporate Social Responsibility of Business. These are the concepts involved in first unit. In second chapter, we have concepts of industry and commerce, hindrances involved in commerce, branch of commerce, interrelationship between industry, trade and commerce, and distinguish between industry, trade and commerce. These are important concepts involved in second chapter. Unit 2 is considered as lengthy as it includes 4 chapters in it. First is sole proprietorship. It includes meaning, definition, features, advantages and disadvantages. Second chapter is joint Hindu family business and corporate society. It also includes meaning, features, advantages and disadvantages of both corporate societies and joint Hindu family. Next comes partnership firm. It includes meaning, definition, features, types, advantages and disadvantages, what is limited liability partnership firm, how the process is there like registration, partnership deed, rights and duties and etc. In joint stock company, concepts includes meaning, definition, process, features, classifications, difference between private and public, advantages and disadvantages of joint stock company, etc. are the important concepts. Now let us see Unit 3. Formation of company as per Companies Act 2013. It includes concepts like memorandum of association, artificial of association, prospectus, what is the procedure for formation of a company, incorporation details, capital subscription, commencement of business, subscription and certificate of commencement of business. These are some of the important concepts involved in Unit 3. Unit 4 is comprises of source of business finance. It includes concepts like meaning, definition, nature and need, significance, classification of source of funds, factors determining the choice of source of fund, non-institutional source of finance, institutional source of finance and international source of finance. These are some of the important and base concepts involved in 4th chapter. Last comes 5th chapter, that is MSME and MNCs. In Unit 5 we have 3 chapters, that is first chapter is MSME. It includes meaning, definition, registration process, significance, privileges offered to MSMEs, etc. Second chapter is all about MNCs. As we all know, multinational companies is called MNCs. It includes advantages, disadvantages, meaning, etc. Last chapter is emerging trends in business. It includes new trends like e-business, e-firms, e-commerce, etc. All opportunities and challenges relating to this field. It is one of the new addition added to this, that is new trends which are evolving in the business field are included in this chapter. So friends, this is all about syllabus. Now let us discuss difference between new syllabus and old syllabus. In old syllabus we have all chapters which we can observe in new syllabus. But the only difference is the concept involved in the chapter are reduced. For example, in Unit 1 we have less concepts as compared to old syllabus. Old syllabus include many more concepts. So friends, if you have any queries or doubts, you can comment below. I'll definitely reply to the comments. So friends, hope this video is useful for you. Thanks for watching and do not forget to subscribe our channel for more videos.